I always loved science, and when I actually attended Augusta State University, I actually pursued chemistry because I loved it in high school. I used to tutor people in chemistry because I loved it so much, but I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do with my life and my career. I just knew I loved chemistry. After a few situations and things happened, especially with family, I actually went into this period where I wanted to essentially search for my purpose in life. And I went to a career counselor and I actually asked him to help me figure out what my purpose was. And a part of that purpose, he actually gave me the idea of becoming a doctor, which is something I didn't necessarily ever think about because unfortunately I never saw anyone who looked like me in medicine as a doctor. So I just didn't know it was an option. But once I received that input that, hey, you should look into it, try and shadow someone, once I did, I fell in love with what that doctor was doing, their presence, what they're able to do with the patients, how they were talking to the families. I just saw myself in his shoes one day, helping people, the patients, and the community. So I'm just so grateful that that worked out and that now I'm here. Boston, the moment I arrived there for an away rotation, I just knew that it was going to be a great place for me to go to. I'll be at Massachusetts General Hospital with the child track. And I'm so excited that I matched there. And for me, Boston just had this energy that I was looking for, and the program was exceptional. And so I had the opportunity to meet people and shadow doctors, and I had such a wonderful time in Boston with all the history and all the great food. So that was definitely my #1 choice. When I got to medical school, I had an open mind. I wanted to just try to figure out what specialty would bring me the most fulfillment. So I tried them all, as they say. During my 3rd year clerkships, I went into every single rotation, really just trying to imagine myself, is this where I can see myself, pursuing this career, this specialty? Psychiatry just had this way of, giving me this fulfillment that I was looking for, because you had an opportunity to actually spend time with your patients, really get to know their background, really understand what brought them there in front of you. And I thought that was such a precious process to be a part of. And so my hope is that one day, I have this mission for myself. It's actually, empowering individuals and strengthening communities. And so when I thought about what specialty I wanted to choose, I felt like psychiatry really fit my personal mission. My book was about my journey to medical school. It's called Lemons, Lemonade, and the Lemonade Stand, My Bittersweet Journey to Medical School, because it was bittersweet. I had to apply to medical school twice, and I had no idea I was going to get in the second time. And it was a process that was challenging in all aspects, physically, emotionally, financially. I decided to compose everything that I had learned and put it into a book because I'm just a strong believer in, giving back and giving credit where it's due, but also giving back to others and reaching back and helping others who may have felt like me, where they had no idea they were ever going to go into this, and there were a lot of hurdles and barriers, but I overcame it, and I just wanted to provide something out there that could help others overcome their hurdles and burdens and barriers trying to get into medical school too. I see myself continuing as a writer because I have written a book and I hope to write more. I would love to write children's books. And then also I see myself getting involved with community work, maybe even creating a foundation one day. And then public speaking. I've always wanted to use my words to uplift others. So public speaking is something that I'm really interested in as a part of my future ambitions. It was just such a beautiful moment to receive this white coat, which symbolized the beginning of my journey into what I felt was a bigger purpose and meaning for my life, to be able to use what I feel are my talents and gifts and be able to put it out there to the world and make a difference.